Okay, so this is just gonna be a quick little video about Jar Muhammad Day, and mainly Thunderfoot. Thunderfoot, by the way, is probably one of my most favorite YouTubers, and one of my most favorite debaters, especially on YouTube, of course. The other one would be DPR Jones, but DPR Jones isn't really a debater. He's more of a checkmate guy. Thunderfoot is quite a lot like just more of a debater. Recently, Thunderfoot has become a lot more loud and not as point, or I can't think of the right word at the moment. Intellectual in his debates. I don't know. Using scientific evidence or something. Whatever. I really like Thunderfoot. However, I don't like this whole attack on the Muslims he's suddenly done. I don't like it. No, I know he's defending free speech and everything, but this is a very risky thing. He's making it out that if we don't do this right now, then the world of free speech will completely end and everything like that. But really, it's not like that at all. In fact, this could damage free speech. This could make it out that it's too dangerous for people to be allowed to get so far into something and just try and take on a whole religion, or at least whole governments, such as Pakistan and everything. And the way he's doing it is very dangerous, and I don't really like it. I know I would defend free speech to the death, but not like this. Especially when it's about Muhammad, basically the Jesus of Islam, essentially. Um, it's a very religious symbol for them. I know he was a pedophile. I mean, he had a 9-year-old wife and everything, and that's kind of horrible and everything. But then again, pretty much all religious emblems and people have had some weird background story. I mean, Jesus was the son of a virgin. Not seen as weird anymore, really, but that's impossible just for people to know. So most probably she had sex, and she said, "Oh, God did it." I'm just saying. I'm just saying that. No need to get angry. But back to the point. I don't agree with this attack on the Muslims, just because most Muslims are actually quite lovely people. They're not as extreme. To be honest, I don't get along with Muslims that much, just because I'm an atheist, right? So I don't get along with a lot of religious people. I live in a city where religion is quite well accepted and everything, and I accept religion. You can believe in whatever you want. I'll always kind of think you're slightly silly for believing in a religion when atheism just seems perfectly fine with me. But when it comes to Islam and Muslims and the such, I don't get along with them as well as any other religion in comparison, because they're very strict. When it comes down to Islam, it's like a set of laws instead of just religion. It's a set rules for society. Islam, it's like you should live by these. While religion's mainly like a belief system, Islam is like it's a belief system plus a society system. You have to follow it. If you don't, then everything goes wrong, and you anger Allah and Muhammad and everyone and that such. But I don't agree with this. It could damage free speech just as much as help it. It's quite a dangerous thing. I mean, he's going on about they're on the run and everything. They've banned Facebook, they've banned YouTube, they're on the run, people. We have to strike when the iron is hot. It's not like that at all. It's just the government isn't running. Well, that's one side of the story, actually. They could be running. They could be running from it and trying to just cut everyone off from it. Or they could be trying to avoid angering a lot of Muslims who don't really who they don't really want to get pissed off with Westerners and free speech and have a big fuss about it. That's the thing. Those are two main things. They're either trying to run away from it, which I think some of them are, but probably not. And the second, they just don't want there to be a huge fuss, and it's best to just cut the source of the problem. And if you keep fueling the source of the problem, it's gonna get worse. That's how global warming is happening. Non-renewable resources are still being used a lot more, and bam, that's a really bad example in my opinion. But anyway, this is my small opinion on the whole Thunderfoot Muhammad Day thing. I speak for free speech and everything, but I really don't agree with this, just because it could be damaging. It's a bit too risky. And people will say, well, it's only one man, but one man can do a lot. Especially if it's a man who has so many supporters, such as Thunderfoot. And especially when John Muhammad Day wasn't even created by Thunderfoot, it was already made up. He just helped promote it. And the thing is, DPR Jones doesn't really agree with this either. I don't know. It's just been a bit too brash and rash, in my opinion. It's not needed, this attack on the Muslims, but whatever. This was Tweepo, and goodbye.